Okay. So today we discuss single linked list and operations on single linked list. Among different operations on single linked list, we discuss insertion of a node at begin at end in a single linked list. How to insert a node at begin and how to insert a node at end in a single linked list. How to insert a node at begin and how to insert a node at end in a single linked list. First of all, we know that what is single linked list. Each node in a list contains only one pointer. We call as single linked list. We know. So, what is single linked list? Each node in a list contains only one address field. Such a list is called as a single linked list. By using single linked list, we can traverse the list in only one direction. So such a list is called as a single linked list. So what is a node? Node is a user-defined data type which contains data and address. This is the declaration of node we have already discussed. So this is single linked list. We have already discussed how to create and display. So now we discuss insertion of a node at begin in a single linked list. How to insert a node in a single linked list at begin? So let us assume that this is a list. So let us assume that this is a list, already existing list. So in existing list, there are three nodes, 1, 2, 3. The first node will contains the address of the second node. The second node will contains the address of third node. Third node cannot contains another node. That's why the address of the third node is null. So the first node can store the address of the second node. The second node will stores the address of the third node. This is the address of third node. The third node address is stored in second node. The second node address, this is the address of second node. The address of second node is stored in first node. The first node address is always stored at start. Once you know the first node address, from first node to we can traverse the second node. From second node to we can traverse third node. From third node to we can traverse fourth node until the address is null. This is the also linked list concept. So this is an existing list. I want to insert a new node at the beginning of the list. How to insert a node at the beginning of a list? So this is my list. I want to insert a new node at the beginning of a list. How to insert a node at the beginning of a list? First of all, you have to, in order to insert a node, it is necessary to allocate the storage dynamically. First, you have to allocate the storage dynamically. So, how we can allocate the storage dynamically? So, by using the dynamic memory operator new. By using new operator, we can allocate the storage dynamically. How much storage we required? We required the storage for node. So we allocate the storage dynamically for the variable node. So that's we called as temp equal to new node. When we write this statement temp equal to new node, the system will allocate the storage dynamically for the variable. So this is a new, let us assume that this is the new variable temp. Then enter the value. So what is the value? Actually a node will consist of two fields. One field is the number, another field is the next. Number field will contains the data, next field will contains the address. So we have to enter the value in number field. So in order to enter the values, we use temp arrow number. Here arrow is the member access operator. So we can enter the value by using statement temp arrow number. So by using this statement, we can enter the value. After insertion of the values, after insertion of the values, check whether the list is empty or not. If the list is empty, assume this is the first list. So assign start to temp arrow next equal to null. If the list is empty, that means there is no existing list. In this case, the node itself it is the first node, and there is no new list after this node. That's why. So assign for temp to for starting node. So the temp arrow next to null because there is no next node of this after this node. That's why. If the list is not empty, that means if the list is already existed, if the list is already existed, in this case, connect the previous list to new node. How? So we already know that the starting address of the previous node is stored in start. So the address of this start is stored in the new node. So in the new node is temp. So you have to store the address of the start in temp. Then whenever we can store the address of the start into temp, both the lists are joined together. After joined together, so then we make it as the new node as a start. This is the way. So this is the process to create a to insert a new node in a singly linked list. So this is the way to create. Yesterday I already told the insertion of a node at the beginning. So this is an already existing list. So we are created a new node called a start for. So then I want to insert a new node. This is in this way we can allocate the new node in a list. Similarly, you go for insert end. Insert end. How to insert as a insert end? So insert end means allocate the that means add a new node at the end of the existing list. So let us assume that this is the existing list. Let us assume that this is an existing list. So let us assume this is the new node. So this is the existing list. So this is the three lists. So this is the address of the first node. This is the address of the first node. This is the address of the second node. This is the address of third node. So this is the three nodes. This is the first node. Students must draw the diagram before writing the procedure. Otherwise, nobody will understand what is what. So once you can draw the diagram, then we can understand the concept. Otherwise, we cannot understand the concept. So this is let us assume. list before insert a node at end. Let us assume. So let us assume that this is an existing list. This list will consist of the values 1000. So sorry, 2000. This is the address 2000, and this is the address 3000. So the first node will contains the address of the second node will contains the address of the third node. The third node cannot make no next node, otherwise that's why the address of the last node is null. This is the existing list. So I want to insert a new node, so at the end of the list. So how we can determine this is the last node? So I want to insert a new node at the end of the list. After this node, I want to insert a new node here. How I can find this is the last node? How we can find when the node is the last node? When the address field of the node is null, then that node is the last node. So when the address field of a node is null, then that node is a last node. You will check it from first node. So this is the first node. What is the address field? 2000. 2000 is null? No. We can go for next node. So what is the address field in this node? 3000. Is it null? No. We can go for third node. So what is the address field of this node? Is null. So when the address field of a node is null, then the node is the last node. So we have to check each and every node from the beginning. So what is the address field? So if the address field is null or not, if the address field is not null, we can just traverse the next node. So like this we can traverse until to find the last node. When we find the last node, then we can insert the new node. Otherwise we cannot insert. So after insertion of this node, start. So this is the start 1 2000, 2 3000, 3 3000, 4. 4. 5 before. I already told so many number of times of all the students to don't draw on the screen. So this is the my list, new list. So the first node, second node, third node, like this we go for last node. After that, we can insert the fourth node. This is the address of the first node. So this is the new node. Then this is the process. After insertion of the new node, I will get the address. So this is the address of the first node. The address of the first node is 1000. The address of the second node. So the address of the second node is 2000. The address of the third node is 3000. The address of the fourth node is 4000. So sorry. So this is the address of the first node. The address of the first node is 1000. This is the address of the second node. The address of the second node is 2000. This is the third node. The address of the third node is 3000. This is the fourth node. The address of the fourth node is 4000. So here the second node address is stored in first node. Third node address is stored in second node. Fourth node address is stored in third node. Like this we can insert. Then what is the procedure? So what we are implemented? What is the procedure? What is the process we are used to insert a node in? First, what we are performed to allocate storage. First of all, you have to allocate the storage dynamically. How you can allocate the storage dynamically? By using the temp equal to new node. So whenever we write the statement like this, temp equal to new node, the system will allocate the storage dynamically and assign the value. This is the first step. For each insertion of a node, you have to allocate the storage dynamically. So how we can allocate the storage? By using new operator, new. So how much storage we required? So node. So temp equal to new node. After that, then so you have to enter value. So what is the procedure? What is the statement? Scene. So actually we temp is the new node. So what is the member? Temp arrow number. By using this we can enter the value. Then third, what is the statement? Next. So what is the statement? You have to set the last node. So how we can set the last node? So how to set the last node? How we can set the last node? So how we can find the last node? So when the address field of the last node is null, then only that node will be treated as a last node. So you have to start from start temp. Suppose I will use current equal to start. We already know that the address of the first node is stored in start, while current arrow next not equal to null, current equal to current arrow next. This is the statement to search the last node. So we have to search the last node. How we can search the last node? So whenever the address field is null, then the node will be treated as a last node. For example, if I start from first node, so what is the address field of this node is 2000. Is it null? No. I can move from this node to this node. Again, I will search the address field. So what is the address of this address field of this node? 3000. Is it null? No. I can move from this node to this node. So what is the address field of this node? This 3000. 4000. This is not a last node? No. So then I move to next node. So what is the address field of this node? So null. So this indicates it is a last node. When it is a last node, so then we make it as a last. Then we can connect CURR next equal to temp. We make it as CUR, the last node I will treat it as a current dot next equal to temp, then temp arrow next equal to null. Connect the list. Connect existing list to new node. So how to connect existing list to new node? How we can connect the existing list to new node? Current equal to current dot next, current arrow next equal to temp. So this is the way. Then we make it as temp arrow next equal to 9. This is the process we use. So this is the process we are using in single linked list to allocate a new, to insert a node at the end. This is the process. First of all, you have to allocate the storage dynamically. How we can allocate the storage dynamically? So by using So we are, first of all, you have to allocate the storage dynamically. How we can allocate the storage dynamically? So by using new operator, new temp equal to new node. When we read temp equal to new node, so that system will allocate the storage dynamically. After allocation of the storage dynamically, you have to enter a value. How we can enter a value? See in temp arrow number. So we can enter the value in number field. That's right. Then set the last node. How we can set the last node? So when the address field is null, that node will be treated as a last node. You have to set from beginning. So because we know the first node address only, that's why you have to set it from beginning. So we know the beginning address is a start. So that's why I assigned the starting address to current, and while current dot next not equal to null. If the address field of the node is not null, we can move from this node to next node. If the address field of that node is not null, we can move from that node to another node. Again, we can set the address field. The address field of that node is not null. So finally, the address field of this node is null actually. Yes. Then I can connect this node to existing nodes. For example, this is temp, this is current. Current arrow next equal to temp, and temp dot next equal to null. This is the process. So we have to set the node, then current. This is the last node will be treated as a current. New node is the temp. Current arrow next equal to temp. That means new node address is stored in already existing node. Then the address of the new node, then the next address of the next node is null. This is the way to create a node, insert a node at the end. So this is the process to insert a node at end. First of all, you have to allocate a storage, enter value, so set the last node, connect existing node to new node. This is the process. This is the process to create a new node, to insert a node at the end of the linked list. So then we go for implementation. How to implement? How to implement insert n module. So this is the list already. So yesterday I already told insert begin module. So how to insert a node, as already told. So first of all, you have to allocate the storage. How to allocate the storage? Temp equal to new node. After allocation of the storage, then enter a value. So see in the temp arrow number. If it is a first node, assign to start and start dot next equal to null. If it is a last node, temp arrow next equal to start and start equal to temp. This is the insert begin. Now we would like to implement insert end module. Void insert end. So this is a way to implement. So write one module, compile them, execute them, check whether we are getting the correct answer or not. If then again you can implement another module, check them. Like this we can implement the programs in real actually. To go for insert end. Void SLL singly linked list insert end. Void. So inside I am implementing the module insert end. So in from which class? SLN. So the what is the way to declare the member function outside the class? Return type, class name, scope resolution operator, class name. First of all, you have to, so I already told that there are 4 points. First, you have to allocate the storage dynamically. How to allocate the storage dynamically? Temp equal to new node. When we write the statement like this, temp equal to new node, the system will allocate the storage dynamically for the variable temp. Then you have to enter a value, cout. You have to enter a value. So temp, so there are 2 fields in a node, number field and next field. So you have to enter value in number field. That's why see in temp arrow number. So after insertion of the new node, first point is allocate the storage, second point is number. Third is set the last node. First of all, I will check whether the list is already existed or not. If start equal to null, if start equal to null, indicate the list is not empty, list is empty. In this case, the new node itself, it is a start equal to temp and temp arrow next equal to null. If the list is not exist, so if the list is empty, if list is not exist, so in this case, so we have to make it as a first node. That's way, if the list is not exist, if that means if start equal to null, if start equal to null indicates that the list is not exist. If the list is not exist, we have to make it as a start first node, start equal to temp and temp arrow next equal to null. Else. If the list is already existed, if the list is already existed, you have to check the last node. So how to check the last node? So how to determine it is a last node? When the address field of a node is null, then that node will be treated as a last node. So we have to set from the first node CURR equal to start. We already know that the first node address is stored in start. That address I assigned to the another variable called as CURR. The first starting node address is always stored in start. That address I assigned to another variable called CURR. CURR while CURR dot next not equal to null. If while CURR dot next not equal to null, current equal to current dot next. So I will check the address field. What is the address field of the node? Next is the address field. That's why I will check the address field of the current. If it is not null, we can traverse the next node. How we can traverse the next node? Current equal to current dot next. When I will use current equal to current dot next, we can traverse the next node. So like this, we can move from So to find the last node. So whenever we find the last node, then the fourth point is what is connect. How to connect? Current arrow next equal to temp arrow next equal to none. So this is the process we are using. So how to insert a node at n. So this first we have to allocate the storage dynamically. So by using temp equal to new node. Whenever we use temp equal to new node, so we are assigning a new storage allocation. After that, you have to enter a value. How we can enter a value? Enter a value by using temp arrow number. So after entering the value, check whether the list is exist or not. So how we can find whether the list is exist or not? If start equal to null indicates that the list is empty. If start is not null indicates the list is not null. So not empty. So if start equal to null indicates there is no existing list. If there is no existing list, the new node itself it is a list. That's why start equal to temp arrow next equal to null. Else, if the list is already existed, then we have to set the last node. Actually, we know only the first node address. So from first node to last, from first node, I will check each and every node if it is a last node or not. So to perform this, so we can assign the first node address to one variable called as current. I'll check the address field. What is the address field next? While current arrow next not equal to null, if the address field is not equal to null, so I will traverse the next node. Next node is current equal to current dot next. Again we check current dot next. Like this we can move until last node. Whenever we'll find the last node, current dot next equal to temp. So the last node is connected to temp and the address of the temp node is null. This is the way to implement. Then we can call it. Insert n. The list after is n. So this is the first node already create. Then insert begin display, insert begin, then insert the end. This is the way to implement. Then we have to compile the program. No errors, I think. Then run the program. Enter a number 1. Do you want to enter another node? Yes. Enter a number 2. Yes. Enter a number 3. Do you want to enter another node? No. So the list is 1, 2, 3. So already enter a new value. Enter a value, new value person. Suppose I will given 4. So the new list after insertion of the node at begin 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. Again you have to enter a value. So suppose I will give 5. This 5 is stored at end. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is the way to insert a node in begin. So we can write the program. So this is the actually this is the 1, 2, 3 the existing list. So from the existing list I inserted 4 at the beginning. So I entered 4. That 4 is stored at beginning of the list. After that again I entered another value 5. That 5 is stored at the end of the list. So like this we can insert a node at begin, at the end also. So we can write the program. So by using menu driven also. So sometimes we use menu driven program. So by using menu drivens we can write the programs also. So this is the way to insert a new node at the end of the list. So like this we can implement insertion end, insert end module. Okay. So I request the students, if there any doubts, students can chat them. If there any doubt, I will told you. So I request students, chat them. I will whether you are understand or not, please chat them. Okay, only two students are understand this 528, 545, only three. Okay. Okay, 593 Gautam. Okay, understand. Okay, 516. Very good. I think everybody is understand. So I request all the students watch YouTube also. So you can clarify your, so we'll clarify our notes in YouTube also. That's why I request all the students watch the YouTube. Only and watching is not all the students must subscribe the channel. So, okay, all the students subscribe the channel and watch all the classes regularly. Okay, bye. Okay, this is the end of the today's class.